games are tonight?
Patriots, Giants, and Titans, Panthers, I think.
Let's see. What's today, the 12th? Yep, so games are tonight. And Jags play. Wait, no, they don't. They play Saturday. So, yeah.
Yeah, Jags versus Browns, right?
Yeah.
So there's some controversy with that one.
Why is that?
Because Browns are talking about starting Deshaun Watson.
Ugh. Hey, Brown's gonna Brown, dude. Ain't nothing you can do about that.
Which makes no sense to me. He's suspended, so he can still play preseason, right? Is that how it works?
I thought, well, because I thought when, who was it? Kamara was suspended last year, right? I thought there was a certain suspension where you couldn't even be you can't be at the team facility once the season starts.
Okay, yeah. So that's probably it. But then the commissioner came out, had an interview, 2 days ago?
Yeah, he wants a year.
Yeah, he said a year.
Just straight up.
Minimum. Which I understand. Like,
yeah, I'm with him. I mean, what did he call him? He called him a predator or something, right?
From the evidence that he apparently has seen, straight up, he deserves a year.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have called him a predator. That was a little extreme, but I'm all about the 1 year.
Oh, me too. My thing too is they've messed up in the past with domestic violence and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like Ray Rice. I mean, he finally got the indefinite suspension, but his first suspension was 2 games?
Yeah, it was pretty low. But I mean, you look at Calvin Ridley. What are we talking about? Calvin Ridley just got an entire year because he bet on his own team while he was injured.
$1,500, and he was injured / taking a mental break from football, so he wasn't even playing.
Yeah, and he bet on his own team. Like, what are we talking about?
That's insane to me.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Players Association is doing their job, I guess, if you look at them. So you can't really be mad that he got 6 games, but the NFL has the right to appeal.
I don't think it was NFL Players Association that got him the 6 months. It was the court, the judge that was talking or compared it to all their past cases, and that's why she
had to. With the Players Association, so the Players Association wanted 0 games because they compared it to Robert Kraft, they compared it to Jerry Jones. There was another owner the dude with the Washington Commanders, his debacle right now. So they compared it to what discipline did they get? They settled out of all their issues, so why should he get any?
I feel like out of all those, the Washington one was the worst, but I mean, Robert Kraft, do you take draft picks? You can't suspend them.
Did they do anything to Robert Kraft?
I don't think so.
Because the Washington one's technically still going on. I think they might have fined him. They might have taken draft picks.
Let's find out.
Oh, did we start already? Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay, nice. Cool. Cool. We don't need to kick any music while you're looking for this. Welcome, everybody. As you can see, Soren, the producer, is in Brute's seat this week.
We're not starting the actual podcast.
Oh, okay,
we're just talking.
Okay, nice.
I haven't played the music or anything yet.
I was like, wow, I must have missed that.
Get disciplined?
Yeah. Did he get drunk? Did you see that?
Wait, I can't spell right.
The DISC? IPLINED? Yeah, damn, that's about the only word I can get right.
For what?
The massage incident. I don't want to put getting a hand job.
An unbelievable story.
Oh my God, why?
Did Robert Kraft get punished?
Oh, so did he reverse it? Is that what I just read?
Yeah, charges were dropped. Prosecutors charged against Patriots owner Robert Kraft and a Florida massage parlor scandal were quickly dropped.
But sex workers in the case were forced to pay thousands of dollars in fine.
I think it pays to be rich, right?
Dude, you ain't lying. Fuck.
So basically, he got out of it, and so he's technically innocent, right? According to this.
Yeah. So essentially he got out of it and then they flipped the coin and they were like, well, he did solicit prostitution, but he's not guilty. But you guys are still prostitutes.
Because
they were able to block the use of the video surveillance. Well, at that point, yeah, you have no idea. Because he was getting hand jobs, right? That's what he was going for?
Yeah, but it was always the same person.
Yeah. God, you know how mad I would be, dude, if I was a prostitute? Well, that was I didn't mean to pause after that. I was formulating thoughts. Yeah, if like I was going after him for that,
Yeah, but I don't think they were going at it. Was the police?
Yeah, because it was a sting.
Yeah, it was a sting that got him.
That's what I'm saying. That's how mad I'd be at him. Like, motherfucker, you just got me busted, and now you're free, but I'm getting in trouble?
Hey, it pays to have money, though. But then, Denver's selling their stuff. Miami just got their 2 draft picks, first rounds, 2023 and 24.
Yo, see, that's what I'm saying. So Robert Kraft got away scot-free, but Miami just got raped.
Yeah.
And all they did was tamper with Tom Brady. And what was the other one?
And Sean Payton.
I mean, we know tampering's wrong, but I saw the punishment was like, okay, well, Miami already sucks.
See, they call it tampering, but is it really tampering? Like, hey, I kind of want you to coach for my team.
I don't understand why that's because they find people in the NBA all the time for that. They're doing interviews and they're like, I'd love if fucking Tim Duncan came and played with us. And they're like,
the only reason why it was wrong is because it was during the part of the season that you can't talk to people about it.
Oh, yeah.
So if they waited like a month or 2 later, it wouldn't have been tampering.
I wonder who ousted him for that. Well, I guess the investigation started. Yeah, the Brian Flores.
Brian Flores, right. Which is absolutely insane on its own.
Yeah, I don't know how that all shook out. Well, I know how it all shook out, but it's kind of unbelievable. Like,
well, I think it's still going on.
No, that was part of it because he was upset because the investigation closed. They found no negligence for the Brian Flores handling, but they found tampering.
Oh, and they were looking for them throwing games, but they never found evidence of that either.
That's hard to prove.
Which I'm a Colts fan, and I know we threw. We threw for luck.
Oh, yeah.
100%. There was, Curtis Painter, come on. He was absolute garbage.
I wish the last few years the Jags would have decided to throw games, but they decided to win games late. Thank God the Lions won.
Yeah.
I guess it wouldn't have mattered. They went to Hutchinson regardless.
Jags have had, top 5 draft pick the last 10 years?
Okay, calm down. No. We have had a losing season 8 of the last 10 seasons, and we've had a number 1 pick 3 out of the last 5 years, I think.
You guys did go to the championship within the decade.
Yes. We have more playoff wins than the Cowboys do in the last 20 years.
Which is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Because Tony Romo, he wasn't bad.
They made it. They just didn't win.
Yeah.
He was a 4th quarter choke artist.
He's a great golf player, though.
Great golf player.
Oh, hold on. We got an alarm going off.
Well, that's not good.
Oven.
Everything's safe and sound.
All right, so
I guess that's a good breaking point.
You want to start it then?
Let's do it.
All right. Playing the music.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, after a 2-week delay? 2 weeks, something like that?
I think it's
Ferg and Friends. I'm Ferg. This is obviously not Brute.
I'm Brute. No, I'm the guy that usually sits behind the camera. I'm Soren. Taking right. Brute's spot right now. I think he's traveling.
Yeah, Brute was sick, and then Brute was traveling. I think it's been 3 weeks, because the week before that, no, we did it on a different day.
Well, we did it when I first came back from vacation.
That was a Friday, right?
Yeah.
The point is, y'all need to hit up the email and y'all need to hit up Twitter and start roasting Brute, because the motherfucker is either sick, busy, or has a schedule conflict.
Well, I got COVID. He got COVID. Yeah.
No, he didn't get COVID. He said he thought he had COVID, and then it was magically healed, and now he's on a cruise ship, fucking drinking Mai Tais.
Is that what he's doing right now?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Y'all flame his ass up. I've had enough. I'm grandstanding. This is about to be fucking Ferg and Friends.
Is this is he like Mediterranean cruise or Caribbean or?
I didn't get the details because I was so mad at him.
I know they took a Caribbean cruise like a few months ago, like 6 months ago, maybe.
He has traveled so much this year because he went to the Maldives.
Yeah. Is he leaving soon?
And then he went to London. No, he leaves with me.
Yeah. So
that's what I'm saying.
They're just trying to get their travel in.
I'm sick and tired of it.
Hey, you just need to do some traveling.
I couldn't. I was too busy. I've been way too busy this summer. I was supposed to go to Greece. My in-laws were here. And you know what I did? Absolutely nothing. Worked. Traveling. I was gone.
Well, I mean, me and the wife planned on traveling a lot when we first got here, and then COVID happened, so it didn't happen.
So that ate up, what, a year and a half of y'all's time?
Yeah. And then she was down in, Portugal, and I went down there for 2 weeks.
Yep. I do remember that.
Vacation. It was fantastic.
I had COVID when you were in Portugal. I remember that. Yeah. That was not fantastic.
It's going around, man.
Well, you got it right after me, right?
Yeah. And then the wife got back like the day I was getting sick. And then she got it that weekend.
Oh. It's crazy how it takes that like couple day delay to like hit somebody else, you know? Because my father-in-law had it. And it was crazy because my father-in-law took it like a boss, which he didn't tell me that on Sunday he was sick. So, or like he wasn't feeling good. So we're driving everywhere. We're together. And then my wife and her mother got back from Prague. This is Monday night. And he was like, oh, I feel like shit. I think I'm going to take a COVID test. And he took it and he was positive. Laid in bed the next day. And then he was fine. I, on the other hand, was wrecked. And then my oldest child, nothing. My middle child, nothing. My youngest child, she was complaining about a tummy ache for a day. Good. Wife, perfectly fine. This just hits the weak ones.
That's crazy. For me, so I started feeling sick like Wednesday or Thursday night. I don't know. I think we recorded on Tuesday.
It was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think Wednesday night was when she was coming back. And as I was driving to base, that's when I was like, I don't feel really great. And then I woke up at like 4 a.m. I was in pain. I was hurting. I was like, you know what? COVID's going around. Let me go test.
Yeah.
Positive. Like right away.
It was nuts.
And I was like, bet. So, you call the hospital. They're like, all right, you can come do a PCR test if you want. I was like, yeah, sure. Why not? There was like 15, 20 people at the
I didn't do the PCR. I said, hell no. So I'm not driving. I'm too weak right now. I'm not driving my ass to base.
But so she drove me.
Okay.
I wore a mask the whole time, and I had taken meds that morning or whatever, so I was kind of fine, doing fine. And then as soon as I took the test, and then she had to go shopping for us because we had nothing.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm sitting in the car. By the time we got home, I could barely move.
Oh yeah.
I was in so much pain.
Was that day 2?
Yeah.
Oh, day 2 is the worst, man.
It was. I took medicine and I went to bed straight away. Like it was bad.
I didn't pop positive till day 3.
Damn.
So then I had to quarantine another 5 days on top of that, and I tested negative. But yeah, the first day I was like you. I remember we were talking about it. I was like, God, man, I just don't feel right. I feel like I got the crud. Tested, nothing. Second day, stayed in bed all day. My wife's like, you don't even have COVID. Get out of bed. It can't be that bad. And I was like, you're tripping. It was negative. And then day 3, I felt a little better, but I felt really weak. And then I took it and it was finally positive.
See, day 3, I was still feeling like crap, but I was better.
Yeah.
And then I would 4 and 5. I was like, okay.
Yep. Same. Yep.
I was playing video games again and doing whatever. But my wife, she posted in chat here. She said, but someone didn't have all the symptoms like I did. Yeah, she got it bad.
Did she have the sneezes and the cough and all that?
She's still coughing, and she still has where she'll be talking and stuff like that and run out of breath.
Oh. I didn't have a cough. I was sneezing so that's why the first day I thought I had allergies because I had that watery eyes and I just kept sneezing and I didn't get allergies until I came to Europe. And I thought I had allergies. It wasn't until day 2. It's funny you say that she says that because my wife's uncle still gets migraines from it.
Damn.
And he got it when it first came out. They call it COVID long haul syndrome.
Yeah.
So
we're hoping her symptoms go away here soon, but I don't want her to have long haul symptoms.
Well, my buddy had a cough at Vocal when he got it. He had a cough for 6 weeks afterwards. So, I mean, there's hope.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't last 6 weeks, but there's hope that it'll go away.
But there was a point where she couldn't smell or taste something, and there was only 1 day, and I think it was just because she was stuffed up.
That's fair.
She didn't actually lose any taste or smell.
Yeah, by day 4, I was drinking beer again. I was back to my normal.
Yeah.
But day 2 and 3, I didn't play video games. I didn't give a shit what was on TV. I was like, just kill me.
Oh man, there was one point I was playing video games. I was still I had a slight headache or whatever, but I was playing Valorant and something exciting happened in that game. I think we clutched one of the rounds in Valorant, and one of the players or teammates we were playing with screamed super loud. I was like, Yo, can you warn me next time you do that?
Yeah,
'Cause
I'm not
holy
about
crap.
it right now.
I was like, I cannot handle that.
I believe that. Yeah, I was in a cave. I'm glad I didn't get sick like right now when it's super hot out like this.
Oh, man.
Imagine just being sick, hot, and miserable.
Yeah.
No, I ain't
That's the
about it.
thing. I felt super hot, but I never ran a fever.
Same. Yeah, same.
So it's crazy.
Okay, on to, do you want to do the beer of the day first?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so,
let's do it.
So I'm drinking Dry Hop Wicked, but that's not the beer of the day. This is something that was on our podcast before, and they happen to have them. So I just brought them over for enjoying pleasure.
I didn't get to try it, so
Yeah,
I'm
give it
gonna
a try.
it.
Let me know. So I absolutely hate Bitburger. I think it's disgusting, even though it's a German staple. But this beer is not bad.
It's really hoppy.
Yeah, oh, very hoppy. Yeah,
Really.
yeah, very hoppy.
But I'm with you. I'm not a big fan of Bitburger. Bitburger is kind of like Miller Lite to me.
Like, yeah, same. Oh, except for Miller Lite if it was skunked in a keg.
Yeah.
But this one, I think, like, if you're at a barbecue, it's really hot outside, it's not bad to have one or two of these.
Yeah.
It's just, you get used to the hoppiness.
And it's 5.0.
Yeah.
So, a couple of these and
You'll be just fine.
yeah.
This one's the same. It's 5.0. This is the Hobgoblin IPA. I like Hobgoblin's beers. They have a couple different ones, but I thought this was kind of odd because it's a really good IPA for only being 5%. You tell me if I'm wrong. It's an easy drink. It's from Witchwood Brewery.
It's pretty easy to drink. I'm not a huge fan of IPAs. Like, I'm more of a stout, dark beer kind of
Yep,
guy.
okay.
But like, yeah, I could drink this.
Yeah, because it doesn't give you that like IPA citrus punch that you get with IPAs, and I think that's why I like it, because it's only 5%. Again, you have a couple of these, you're feeling all right, but it goes down easy. I like IPAs, but I have to be in like an IPA mood, and I'm not like, grab me a 12-pack IPAs, let's pound them. I'm like, okay, let me get a hazy, let me get a this.
Yeah, you gotta mix it up. I don't want to drink the same IPA every time I take a beer.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
There's a point where I'm like, I don't like this anymore.
Yeah, because I go in phases where I'm like, I'm not in the mood for an IPA. I'm in the mood for a stout or something like that. I like to vary it. It's not, you don't drink an IPA like you would a Miller Lite or a Coors Light or something like that.
One of the best things that when I lived in England, there in my town, we had a beer festival, and they do it in like, they have this big, like, it's called the Arc Center, and it's like big convention center right in the middle of town. And you basically pay, I think it was like £50 to get in. And then you get like this card, and that you're basically, that £50 goes towards this card, and you mark off what
It's like
beers
a punch
you've tried.
card?
Yeah, like a punch card.
Yeah.
And you only get like, I'd say like a fourth of a beer, or if you want half a pint or whatever, There were so many good beers. But one of the ones that really I remember, Terry's orange chicken or orange chocolate. Sorry.
Yes.
So it tastes really orangey. There was a beer like that. Like, it was good.
Are you talking about the chocolates that like come in orange, but they're like the little pieces? Yeah.
That beer
yeah.
tasted almost exactly the same.
Really?
Yeah. It was so good.
I had a cappuccino stout a couple months back. It actually was delicious.
I love the coffee or chocolate stout.
Oh, it was so good. I'm going to try, I'm going back to Holland here soon, so I'm going to go to the beer store. If they have it, I'll bring you one. Because I'm hesitant to stouts, because you'll have like apple fritter stout, s'more stout, and some of them it's like drinking syrup, and I just can't do it, you know? So I was very hesitant, and once I finished it, I was so mad I only bought one.
Damn.
It was delicious.
See, I'm a huge Guinness fan. So if someone has Guinness on tap, give me a Guinness, because
That's how brewed is. I like Guinness. I won't say I don't like it, because like if Guinness is the only thing there, or I don't like the other beers, I'll have a Guinness, no problem. But it makes me so fucking full.
Which is crazy, because I don't remember like the calorie intake or anything like that, but like it's like this.
Really?
Yeah.
The Guinness Nitro Brew.
Because they're always
good.
like, oh, it's like drinking a loaf of bread. But like, I looked it up once and I was like, no,
it feels like I drink a loaf of bread.
It does. Let's look it up.
I'm so waiting for you to search something on here, and I see your search history, and I'm like, ooh.
Guinness loaf of bread.
Yo, have you been to the Guinness Brewery?
No, I haven't.
So if you go, have you been to the Heineken one?
Yes, I love that one.
Okay, so it's not as good as Heineken as far as walking around and seeing stuff. But if you go, the Guinness bar will give you Guinness flights, and you can buy as many as you want, but your ticket gets you at least one. and they have some really good variations of Guinness. But they have Guinness beef stew. Oh, dude, no bullshit. Some of the best stew I've ever had in my life.
You know, it's funny that you bring that up. Guinness is my favorite beer to cook with.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a good beer to cook
I use it in a lot of things, and I've actually made Guinness stew before.
Oh, dude.
I don't know if it tastes anything like that, but it was delicious.
Dude, it was delicious. I went back with my dad, and I told my dad, there's one thing you need to try. It's Guinness beef stew. My dad ordered 2 bowls. He finished it. He's like, holy shit. You mind if I get another bowl? I was like, absolutely not, man.
We're talking about going, but we don't know if we're going to make it.
So
But
if you don't make it out there, you're not missing much.
125
wow.
calories. So what's this one have right here?
That's a good question. I guess we probably Google it.
190.
Yeah, that's nuts. I wouldn't have thought that. I definitely, like, if you put them both in front of me, I would have bet $100 that Guinness had more.
Yeah.
Yep. Compare that to your double IPA, and it's enough to make you drop your hoppy brew in shock.
So like I think it seems like you're drinking a loaf of bread because like it's like creamy and it's like
It's a thicker beer.
It's thicker, but it's not a heavy beer.
Okay, did they have to put that in there? Okay, so low calorie isn't the same as healthy. All right, dude.
Well, you know, people come in here like see low calorie, like, oh, this is healthy. Yeah.
There's
So
someone out there. I know you've been saying I'm drinking a lot, so I switched to Guinness.
it's only 125 calories.
Yeah. The calories weren't the problem, babe. All right, so look, dude, we got something to discuss, all right? We'll get to the hot sauce in a minute. So I watched 3 movies lately and 2 shows.
Okay.
And I got to hear your thoughts.
Okay. You reading chat first there?
Yep, sorry. It caught my attention. I've seen someone throw up Guinness, and besides me not liking beer, that turned me off from Guinness. That'll do that. I can no longer drink V8 Splash, but it was because I threw it up with tequila.
See, that's the thing. If I seen someone else throwing it up, it wouldn't bother me. If I threw it up.
But I have a weak ass stomach. So like if you started puking right now, I would puke right behind you.
Oh no! If you started puking, I'd start gagging. I'd have to leave,
That's
or
what I'm
I would
saying.
throw up.
I would be gagging. I'd have to leave. But the minute I smelt it or just saw it or a little splash residue hit me, dude, it's fucking game over.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, but 3 movies. So let me know if you've seen them. Okay, I know one we talked about last night. Did you watch The Gray Man on Netflix?
I did.
What'd you think?
Interesting. It's kind of got like the Bourne kind of thing to it, like, you know, bad agent or a good agent, and they want to terminate them.
Yeah, like
kind of thing.
yeah, 100%. I thought some of the hand-to-hand combat scenes were a little too scripted for my liking.
It's Netflix.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but I thought the movie was great. The problem is, Captain America, and I can't think of his name.
Chris Evans.
I cannot see Chris Evans in any role other than not another teen movie.
Oh gosh.
I just can't.
You know, a lot of people don't think of that movie with him in it.
They don't.
And he is in it, and he's hilarious.
He's like the main character.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
When I tell people that, they're like, not a lot of people have seen not another teen movie, but yeah,
It's one of those raunchy, you know, 90s movies that would never make it in these days.
it is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I could watch it again and
That
still
one
laugh.
and Scary Movie 1 and 2, like I could watch any of those 3 anytime and I would still laugh.
Love Scary Movie.
Oh yeah, it's one. I put those 3 in a bucket and they're just
It's so stupid that it's funny.
Well, that's why not another teen movie. Like if you go back and watch it, don't watch the acting. Watch the background and like the dumb shit that happens, and it makes the movie a million times more funny.
Graham is saying Scott Pilgrim versus the World. It's seeing him in there. He was in there. He was a bad guy in there.
I don't remember. I don't even think I've seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Is
So
that bad?
it's like a comic book movie.
Okay.
They do like the comic book background scenes and stuff like that.
Okay.
But Chris Evans is one of the evil boyfriends in the movie, and the good guy has to battle him at one point in the movie.
Huh.
But he is in that. But
I'll check it out.
I mean, I'm a huge Marvel fan, so I like seeing Chris Evans as, you know, Captain America. I felt like he was born for that role.
I like Chris Evans in general. I thought in The Gray Man he played his character very well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I just the minute I see his face pop, I'm like, oh gosh, where's his varsity jacket?
I just like, even still, like some of the stuff that his character did in the movie, I'm like, even if you're a big, powerful, you got the government behind you, you're not getting away with that.
Oh yeah.
You blew up a whole city, dude.
The part around the pond was a little excessive. I was like, dude, just go down, my man. Like, but I'm a huge Ryan Gosling fan. I love his work. So I was glad to see him do something out of his realm.
Are you gonna go see Barbie?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got to. So there's 3 actors that I really, really, really like. So outside of the main like 3, like I'm a huge Denzel Washington fan. Go figure. Love Tom Hanks, but I love Ryan Gosling. I love Jake Gyllenhaal. I think Jake Gyllenhaal does great work.
Agreed.
And then Shia LaBeouf. I watch all his indie films. I watch all the films he does. Anything he does, I'm going to watch it.
If Shia LaBeouf is an indie film, I'm most likely going to watch it. If there's any other actor in an indie film, I'm probably not going to watch it because I'm not a huge fan of indie films.
Same.
But if Shia LaBeouf's in it,
yeah, right.
it's going to be good. Do you see the one where he was with the mentally challenged person?
Yeah, Peanut Butter Falcon.
Yeah, Peanut Butter Falcon. That one.
Killed it.
Loved that movie. It was fantastic.
Oh, we've watched it a couple of times at my house. There was one where he was he's on a plane, I think is how the movie starts. I'll get the name for you tonight, but it's an indie film, and it was an amazing movie. But not a lot of people have seen it.
Now people are gonna like, if you listen to like actors, they hate the ones that are like they have to be in the role the whole time.
Method actors.
Yep. So he's one of those.
Oh yeah.
Jared Leto, another one.
Yep.
People hate that. They complain about like, especially like Jared Leto as the Joker. They absolutely despised him.
I mean, I think he's a terrible Joker anyways. But.
Yes, I agree. But like, I can't imagine working with him, but he does good work.
Yeah.
I wonder though, because we haven't seen him in a while. I wonder if he's blacklisted from Hollywood.
I thought he was just in something on Netflix.
Was he? I don't know.
Look up Jared Leto. See, because there was a movie I thought he just came out with, and I purposely didn't watch
not Jared
it.
Leto. I was talking about Shia LaBeouf.
Oh no! So yeah, Shia. See if he has any upcoming projects.
Oh, I actually read a fact about this. We'll get into it. A conspiracy theory.
Honey Boy was really good. I don't know if you if you haven't seen Honey Boy.
Yep.
We'll be able to find the movie I was talking about. It wasn't Transformers.
After Exile and Padre Pio. But he hasn't. I mean, Pieces of a Woman. Never.
Did you watch The Tax Collector?
No, I haven't. I have it downloaded.
Netflix. Yeah, dude, it was good.
Was it?
It was a really good movie. Yeah, really good. Honey Boy, American Honey was really good.
Yeah.
Did you see Man Down, where he's in the military?
No.
Okay, so watch that next.
Okay.
So I'm not going to give it away, but he has PTSD. He comes back from a deployment because some tragic shit happened while he was there, but he's living an alternate reality.
I mean, we all know him from Transformers and all
Charlie
that.
the Countryman. That's one I was talking about. That's one to add to your list.
Okay.
Very underrated. It was an indie film. I just started watching this one. It wasn't as good as I thought, but Man Down was. Oh man, I mean, my wife was in tears.
This one right here, Fury. I loved it. I'm a big Brad Pitt fan.
Yep, I love the whole crew. Everyone that was there, I'm a fan of.
Oh, the whole crew was fantastic, but they complained about him there.
Oh yeah. Well, what was it? Him and Brad Pitt did an interview, and they were just kind of talking about like it's 4 dudes. You're on set. Well, one, he was stinky as fuck, but he said like you're there stuck together in this confined ass space for months. Like eventually you're gonna fucking hate each other.
Yep.
But yeah, I would hope he's not blacklisted from Hollywood, but he even said in one of his interviews he's not about the big Hollywood films anymore. He wants to do actual projects.
Well, I mean, look at some of the actors that we've lost in the past few, couple decades or whatever. Brendan Fraser is just making his comeback,
which is crazy.
One of my favorite actors. Like, he was fantastic. Mummy is one of my all-time favorite movies.
Whatever. Like why did he fall off?
So he was going through a brutal divorce with his now ex-wife, and then something else. Oh, he was sexually assaulted by a director or a producer or something like that.
No shit.
Yeah. And it caused him really bad depression and anxiety. And then that led up to him getting the divorce and everything like that. So he's been through a lot in his days, but he's finally coming back. I hate, like, you can tell it's taking a toll on him.
Yeah, look at the way he's aged.
Yeah.
But it seems the consensus is that everyone's happy to see him back, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, he's the new Keanu Reeves, right?
Oh, I'm glad Keanu Reeves made a comeback.
Yeah.
Man. Everyone hated on that guy so much. God. But, I mean, Nicolas Cage could probably stay away.
I don't know. I need to see his new movie. Have you heard of it? The
one that just came out on Netflix?
Is it on Netflix?
There was one that was on Netflix, keeps popping up as recommended. I don't know if it's new. NICH. Oh, okay.
That's not even him.
Yeah, go Nicholas.
Yep. Face Off. That was the first movie listed.
8mm by him was good.
This one, Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. That's what I want to see.
So yeah, that's one I keep seeing pop up. I haven't watched it. Is there good things about it?
The trailer looks great.
I didn't watch Pig either because the trailer looked ridiculous.
This one. I mean, Brute's played the game a couple times. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
This is apparently close to that.
Oh, okay.
He plays like this, the janitor to clean this scary arcade at night.
If he didn't choose, like, I mean, you look at like 2019, you know, like just all the movies he does. I wish he spaced them out just a little bit.
But he never turns down a role.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He was great in this, though.
Yeah.
That movie was fantastic anyway. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Anybody out there, that's one of the... Mandy. I haven't watched that one. I heard good things about it, though.
I don't think I've seen it.
It's a scary movie. But I mean, look...
That's what I'm saying. Just
got
look.
a huge
The
list
just
here.
keeps going.
The one that always I come back to is Con Air, man.
Oh, but you know, I just watched that like 3 weeks ago.
I loved that movie when I was a
love it.
kid. And then I watch it now and I just can't get over his southern accent.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. and the random Dave Chappelle in it.
Oh,
like, what the
gosh.
fuck?
Didn't Dave Chappelle die in that movie?
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
Okay, so Gray Man, I watched that.
Yeah.
Oh man, talking about all that made me think of the other two movies I watched. I watched Gray. Oh, Predator. Did you watch the new Predator?
I did. I watched it last night because you said you wanted to talk about it. I was like, I've been wanting to watch it. We were actually in the process of watching Lock and Key.
Okay.
And we turned that off to watch Prey.
Oh, that's why I love you guys. What did you think though?
Out of all the Predator movies, I'd rate it in top 3.
Agreed.
Obviously, Predator 1, Arnold Schwarzenegger, you cannot beat that.
Yep.
100%. But I'd debate it second or third.
I would say out of the ones that have come out in the last 10 years, it was better than all of them.
Yeah.
I have it second in my ratings. A couple things that annoyed me was the Comanches. They should just left them in their native tongue and had us read subtitles.
I was literally sitting there thinking that. I was sitting on the couch. I was reading it. They said some words in Comanche.
That's my point.
And I'm sitting there like, why didn't they just make the whole movie Comanche? Or just make it all English?
The first time she spoke, I was like, well, fuck, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. My thing is, I think they did it the way they did is they made it mostly English because they're losing a lot of their viewer base if they make it.
Yeah, there's very few people that want to sit there and read subtitles. That and the random. I mean, I know why did you catch the, Sean brought this up. Did you catch the gun at the very end?
The one that he was.
The flintlock pistol?
Yeah.
So go back, spoiler for everybody, but go back and watch Terminator 2.
Is it really?
It's the same. Yep. Sean brought that up to me last night. Didn't even catch it.
I'm gonna have to look that one up because I didn't they showed the name on the pistol or whatever, and I was like, what does that even mean?
Well, because at the beginning I was like, what the fuck? They could have left these French dudes out of here. Like, I get it, the time, but I was like, get the fuck. And then Sean was like, no, man, it all ties together. And I was like, okay. But I thought the action scenes were great. The CGI was not overdone.
Nope.
The bear scene was fucking intense.
I actually liked the Predator view and the way he looked in this movie. I mean, obviously in the 80s when they first came out with Predator, they didn't have the technology, but they did a good job with it. This one blew it out of the water. So
what I told Sean was, I'm wondering if Predator evolves over the years. Because you look at the 80s, that took place in the 80s. This was not the 80s.
Yeah.
I liked his physique for Predator himself, but I would have liked to see his traditional Predator face.
Yeah. That's why, because when he first took off the helmet, I was like, he looks different.
That's exactly what I said. Yeah.
And I was thinking maybe they have different nationalities in the Predator world. Maybe
they could. Yeah,
they don't all look the same, kind of thing. Like they don't have that weird. I mean, he still had the jaw, but the whole top of his face was different.
The top was confused me. I would. I'll put it this way. I'm looking for, if they make a second one, how they made this one. I'll look forward to it. I'll look forward to watching it. I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, it was on Disney Plus, and they did a fantastic job with it.
Oh shit, that's my brother. No, I have not seen Terminal List, but I've heard great things about it. But I have not watched Terminal List because I'm hesitant to watch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I'm a big fan of Chris Pratt.
So I do like Chris Pratt. I've heard such great things. And I like, scroll down, what's the other dude's name from fucking Friday Night Lights? Taylor Kish.
Yep.
Love that dude. I'm nervous to watch it, man. I'm not lying, but my brother's like the 5th person to ask me if I've watched it, so I'm behind.
The crazy thing is I read an article about it the other day, and they said that it's the worst Chris Pratt movie they've seen.
Terminal List?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So my friends are saying it's great, but everything I'm reading is just like...
Yeah.
But Amazon Prime hasn't made anything really, really good in a while.
I mean, Reacher. I like that one.
It was good, but it was kind of cheesy.
Yeah. I mean, it's Reacher. Come
Exactly, yeah.
Ex-Army.
Oh, so my brother brought up a good point, which we're about Shia LaBeouf, how he had the dentist pull his tooth out for that role, and then he cut his cheek.
Yep.
Gotta love the dude. Okay, so I can't remember the third movie I watched. It'll probably come to me. But shows.
Was it on Netflix?
I think so, man. Oh, no, it wasn't. Have you watched The Northman?
So we started watching it, but the wife wasn't a big fan of the beginning of it, so we never finished it.
So... 2 things. There's this part where he catches this spear. Did you watch the spear catching part?
No.
That gave me a boner.
I mean, I think we got to the part where he was just grown up.
Okay, yep. So it's right after that. Well, he catches his spear and it was fucking nuts. If you thought in The Gray Man the scripted physical fighting was bad, The Northman, atrocious.
Really?
There's this part where this huge dude knocks over this kid and the kid's like, and he like falls down all soft. And then he's just on the ground lifeless. He looks dead. And then they pan to the big dude and he's yelling and they pan back to the kid and then all of a sudden the kid's all bloody and like barely moving. I was like,
oh no.
Come on, guys. Even my wife was like, wait a minute, he didn't have blood on him before.
See, I'm a big fan of that Skarsgård.
So the movie itself was good. Like we watched it, we enjoyed it. There was just a lot of like, God, they could have done so much better. So if you're ever bored and you're by yourself, I'd say check it out because the ending was pretty dope.
Yeah.
It was cool.
I like Viking stuff anyway, so like that all ties into
Exactly. Did you watch Blackbird? Have you started that yet?
Blackbird. Nope, haven't.
Okay, so Blackbird's on Apple Plus. You might be able to find it somewhere else and download it.
See, we don't watch too much Apple Plus. Like we get it for free, obviously.
Same.
And we watched C with Jason Momoa. We haven't seen the new season yet.
It was good.
But we always forget about Apple Plus,
So
and we only have it down here.
Because they had Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso was great.
I hear it's really good. I need to watch it.
Ted Lasso was good because it's exciting, but then at the same time it is suspenseful. But Ted Lasso made me tear up a couple times.
Really?
It hits you in the heartstrings in some parts.
Okay.
Even Sean. I hate to oust you, Sean, but yeah. Like you get done watching Ted Lasso, like a couple episodes of Ted Lasso, and you're like, that was a fucking roller coaster, man. Tons of comedy. But that's all. A lot of the shows that are on Apple Plus, we've seen them all. I started watching Surface. Surface was kind of trippy. I won't even dive into it. Girl loses her memory. She's coming back trying to piece her life together. But Blackbird is a true story. It's about a serial killer who ends up going to jail, but he won't tell the cops where he buried the bodies. So they have this fancy drug dealer guy, and he ends up getting sentenced to 10 years in prison. And to get his sentence commuted, they ask him if he will go to the loony bin. Yeah.
Oh, I like him.
Yeah, man. Oh, it's so good. There's only 6 episodes, but they have him go to this loony bin, and if he can get this fat guy, that's really the guy. If they can get him to confess to where he buried the bodies.
Okay, yep.
But the whole time he's in there, it's fucking him up. It's fucking him up mentally.
He killed his dad, right? Because he was abusing his brother or something like that.
No. So his dad is still alive. He was the one that was getting abused by his dad, but I don't know if he killed his dad in the show. I think he did.
Should we watch the trailer?
Go ahead.
Yeah, all right.
I'm telling you, it's worth it.
I never wanted this for you.
So that's his dad.
I wanted a totally different life. A steady paycheck. Kids. A family.
Dad.
Tell me there's a way out of this. Not a quick one.
Can you imagine?
No, I
We would like you to transfer to another prison and befriend someone to elicit a confession.
Oh, the big guy was so good in his role, man.
We suspect that this man killed 14 women, but we only have one of the bodies.
Larry has vivid dreams.
What else have I seen him in?
In my dreams,
That guy?
kill women.
Yeah.
I couldn't find anything when I looked at his
They're
IMDb.
just dreams.
In this prison where the guy is?
Maximum security specializing in the criminally insane.
You want me to check into hell, befriend the demon? Not for all the money in the world.
How about freedom?
I mean,
Paul's
that's worth all the
convictions
money in
on
the world.
It is until he's like knee deep in there and he's like,
You
what
have the
the
chance to
fuck am I
stop
doing?
him. Don't approach him too early or he'll know we sent you for him.
Why are you looking at me like that? Like you know me.
If it gets that you're here to snitch, that's going to be a very unfortunate day.
Accelerate your timetable. If he walks, he'll kill. Again and again.
Yep.
Do you think you could be in danger? You are in danger.
Damn.
So I'll check it out. It was really, really, really good.
I think the wife would like that anyway because she's like into that
My wife loved it.
criminal minds. and-
Yeah, that's right down my wheelhouse. But my wife loved it. And then lastly, because this will segue us into our next conversation, Hard Knocks. Did you watch it?
No.
Oh, did you watch any highlights?
I watched a little bit of the beginning of it, like the coach giving the speech to the guys and stuff like that, and then the cell phone going off. It was like,
In the
what's
press
your name?
conference? Yeah.
What's your name? Oh, I'm going to remember that.
Yeah, it was nuts. I thought the craziest part was the start of practice. They do 40 up downs, which I didn't know you do it up downs in the NFL. And the head coach did them with them.
Wow.
And he got done afterwards. He's like, hey, man, I don't know if I was going to be able to do it because I was getting over a baby gate yesterday with my little dogs and my foot got caught and I thought I broke my wrist. Doc said I was good to go, so I taped it up and we're good. But I didn't know how many they were doing because they don't tell you. So they do 10, you know.
You know, I actually like him as a coach.
Oh, I love him.
He's fantastic, man.
He's
He really
like-
you can tell he cares
He
for his
brings
players.
energy. Have y'all seen Mindhunter on Netflix?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
That's a good show, and they need to bring it back, but they're having issues getting the actors back.
Is it
There's
'cause they're not
contract issues. Yeah,
Yes, I've seen Mindhunter.
but yeah, Hard Knocks.
Bro, they did 40 up downs. Have you ever done up downs?
Yeah, they're awful.
They got to 10 and I was like, oh, we're still going. They got
Yeah.
to 20 and I was like, 20, okay, maybe 25.
It's funny that you bring that up. They had them do 40 up downs. So at the Colts practice, the offense, I don't know the whole story, but they fucked up somewhere. The Coach Wright made them stay after practice was over and do sprints.
So you got to be a coach that people can really respect because let's just take a dude
You're
that's
grown-
making
grown-ass
millions of
man.
dollars. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm not. And they did them.
The whole offense did them.
It's nuts.
And it was like long, like they were going back, they were doing the touch the line.
Oh,
back.
the gassers. Yeah, the gassers. Oh, gassers even worse because
Yeah.
it's down, back, down, back.
Yep.
Oh, but no.
But
I'm
even
good.
like Matt Ryan, dude's like 37, 38 years old out there doing them with
Oh,
them.
you're talking about this year's practice.
This happened like last week.
Oh, gross. But Matt Ryan's just happy to be out of Atlanta. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'll do as many gassers as you want.
Well, my thing with Matt Ryan, like he was fantastic in Atlanta, but
Yeah.
they're rebuilding.
Oh, they are. It's clear.
And he's at the end of his career. Colts are ready to win. We have a team built around him. We are ready.
You see Darius Leonard might miss time?
Oh, no. Shaquille Leonard.
Oh, yeah, that's
Get
right.
it right.
Yeah, excuse me. You're right.
Shaquille Leonard.
Excuse me. Shaquille Leonard.
Yeah, he had back surgery and he might not play half the season.
Yeah, they said 8 weeks.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
I'm sad.
I love me some Shaq Leonard, man. Ooh.
I may be biased, but he is the greatest linebacker in the NFL right now. He beats out Wagner. Look at the stats.
Wagner's getting old. It'd be hard to argue with anybody off the top of my head that's better.
There isn't.
He's so good. I like him as a player or as a person too.
He had more sacks and fumble takeaways last year than any linebacker.
Yeah, his ball punch is like
Insane.
godly, dude.
The crazy thing is he's taught other players on the team how to do it.
Like I remember just watching games and they replay it and it's like he's running full speed.
Yeah. And he connects.
That's what I'm saying, right on the ball. Because you see it from time to time. Someone swings, punches my man in the rib.
Yeah, no, he hits it almost every time. When we need a play at the end of the game, he's almost the guy, almost every time.
But not against the Jags.
I mean, the Jags were getting like 33 to whatever, you know.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
It was rough. I don't like it. We are playing you guys early in the season this year at your house.
You know what's crazy is we have the Colts number. You guys are the only one in our division that y'all have the
Absolutely,
hardest.
it drives me insane every time. Every time.
The Saints have the Titans have our number. Fuck me.
When Andrew Luck played for us, we never lost to the Titans. Not once. He never lost.
That's pretty cool.
Look at us now.
I mean, I love when I have you on the schedule because I'm like, division rival, doesn't matter. But the Titans, I see the Titans on the schedule. I'm like, it doesn't matter what we fucking do. Because Derrick Henry busted out for 300 yards against
I know. Absolutely. He's a beast anyway. He's arguably the best, if not the second best running back in the league.
Who would you arguably put it first?
Jonathan Taylor.
I'd put Derrick Henry first, Jonathan Taylor second.
I think this year coming up, as long as both of them stay healthy, we'll find out who's better.
Dalvin Cook at third.
Yeah. Dalvin Cook. 5 years earlier than this, Christian McCaffrey, 100%.
Yeah,
but he has
Carolina ruined his ass.
Yeah, he's been injured every year. I will never draft him again.
Well, 3 years ago, he was all the Panthers had.
Yeah, I will never draft him again.
Oh no,
ever. He's cost me too many championships, man.
The Panthers got what? Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield?
Yeah. I'd be surprised if Baker Mayfield does not get that job.
I would not.
Sam Darnold's not that good.
He's not that good, but for some reason the locker room loves him. Everyone said that about Jimmy G last year. They thought it was his job to lose. And now, before I get roasted, Sam Darnold's no Jimmy G, but
no.
Sorry, bro. We miss Luke Kuechly too, but
look,
his brain.
Kuechly was one of the best when he played. He was.
He got too many concussions.
Yeah. I don't blame him for retiring early. I mean, same goes with like Andrew Luck. He retired early.
I was watching on Pat McAfee. I forgot who was talking, but they said that like after 3 concussions, you should stop.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had 2 concussions in high school. Couldn't imagine going to college and then the pros.
Yeah, dude, and so a lot of these football players played in high school, pee-wee, college. In college, they definitely got concussions there.
Oh, yeah.
They hit harder in college.
Oh,
They're not getting paid millions of dollars.
Opening college football day, the day of the draft. The day of our fantasy draft.
Is it?
Yep. Opening kickoff.
We got to talk about that. The team I inherited is garbage.
Oh, yeah. I honestly thought it'd be much worse, but I think that's just because I'm an optimist. So I logged in. I was like, that's not terrible.
You told in the text message, you're like, it's not that bad.
So the team that someone inherited was the worst was this guy, Nori. He is wiener butts and boobs on the team.
Yeah.
And when he joined the league, he inherited a team, and his team was abysmal. Like, I think his clear keeper, correct me if I'm wrong. Well, you won't know, but I think his keeper was like Aaron Rodgers, or he had one keeper that he could keep. And the rest of his team, he was like, can I just not pick somebody and then draft? I was like, sorry, dude. He's like, this team is shit. I paid $50 for this.
Wait, we have to pick 2?
You have to pick 2, yeah.
Oh, because other keeper leagues that I've played in the past, you don't have to pick, and you can pick 1 or 2, or you don't have to pick any, and you just draft. You don't get anybody.
So the reason I do 2 is so we don't have like a weird second round.
Yeah. Okay.
Because we know what's going to happen. The 4 people that don't pick a keeper are going to pick the top 4 players.
Yep.
So it'll start in the 3rd, and then it'll be a randomized snake draft.
I have to decide.
Get the fuck out of here with that. You're tripping. Did you see that? AFC South equals NFC East?
No.
Not by a mile,
No.
you fucking asshole.
No way.
Maybe NFC South.
Well, like, what's your thinking behind that there, Tiny Toes?
He's trying to make fun of us.
But,
we're AFC
so
South.
I have a clear one that I'm definitely keeping. Justin Jefferson. I'm not giving him up.
Yeah.
He's top 5 easy.
I will probably keep Russell Wilson, even though you can get a quarterback in later rounds. And I think
he's gonna tear it up in Denver.
so do I. And I think I have Dalvin Cook. I don't remember.
See, I have no running backs. I have to either choose Hopkins, who's suspended for how many games? 6, or Mark Andrews.
So when I looked at your team, I said Justin Jefferson and Mark Andrews. That's what I said I would keep.
I've been debating it. It's hard because Hopkins gonna come back 100%, and he's gonna dominate.
I guess that's up to, lately pretty competitive until the last few games. Are we talking about the same NFC East here, where you can make the playoffs with an under 500 record? I'm pretty sure we had the number 1 seed in the AFC last year, the Tennessee Titans. Even though they shit the bed, but
I'm always happy when they shit the bed.
You know what, Tiny Toes? That's enough out of you. Are you drunk? Okay, so let's try this hot sauce, and then we'll continue football talk.
All right. I got some chips here.
All right. Okay, it's cooled down. It's not fucking hot lava.
Now, if I get sick from this, I'm blaming you.
Just say it was COVID. All right, so I got this today. I got this because no one ever buys it. It's called Tiger Sauce. It says packs a fierce flavor and balance, yet complex sauce that is slightly sweet with a touch of heat. Yeah. So let's see. I'm just gonna go for it.
Let's do it.
Don't know if that's too much, but we'll find out. Let's go for it. It just tastes like Frank's with some sugar.
Yeah. Like it's real sweet. It's got a little kick, but it's sweet.
I don't even know what I'd have this with. I'd probably just have it with chips, to be honest.
I don't even know what I'd put it on. I'm just looking at the teams here. He said,
"Can I have another chip?"
Yeah.
I don't even know why they show preseason records.
He said NFC East. AFC South is the new NFC East. I don't think anybody can replace that division. NFC East is like the most laughable division in the NFL. Dallas Cowboys, come on.
Because what the Eagles made the playoffs, 7-9 last year?
Yeah, I think so.
And the Cowboys went to the playoffs. Or no, it was the Commanders made the playoffs, a year before?
Yeah, with Alex Smith took them there, but then the Heineke.
This isn't too bad as the more you eat, actually. This is pretty addicting.
But I don't know.
I would say AFC South equals NFC South, to be honest.
Yeah, I could see it because there's always, in the NFC South, there's always one really bad team.
Yeah.
And then there's two that are decent, and then there's one really good. I mean, obviously, Tampa Bay is going to be top division.
So let's call them the Titans.
Saints, I mean, if Jameis Winston can put together a season where he doesn't stay injured.
Their defense is so good, too.
Yeah.
So I'll call them the Colts.
Carolina Panthers.
This year we'll call them the Jags. The Falcons are about to be like the Texans.
Yeah, man, both of those teams suck. The Texans this year, I don't see them winning too many games.
I mean, they have Lovie Smith, but we'll see if Mills is the truth, I guess.
That's tough.
What do you think the Cowboys are going to do this year?
Hopefully awful.
I agree.
Thorne should have made some wings.
Well, he cooks all the time. CMC plays more than 3 games. It's a win.
I mean, I could have got those cauliflower wings that we just throw in the oven real quick. Have you tried those yet?
No, are they any good?
Yeah, so they're in the frozen section in the steamer bag or whatever. And
I've seen them.
I've thrown them in the oven. I've tried them twice now. They're good.
Really?
Yeah, they're not bad.
Because I've seen them, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
I I'd give them another go around.
Because I always look at that stuff and I'm like, oh, it's for like vegans or something. It's like more of a fad than it is something that probably tastes good. So I stay away from it. But I'd be worth to try it. Yeah. I do like cauliflower mash. I mean, cauliflower and broccoli, you can make a lot of things with those.
You really can. Cauliflower's like, I mean, I've seen pizza made out of it. I mean, people do cauliflower wings. Actually, some of the best wings I've ever tried. We were at a going away in England, and they had regular wings, fried wings, and they had cauliflower wings for the vegan and vegetarian people. I ate some of them. They were damn good.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, in all fairness, I won't put it all on Soren. I didn't come prepared at all today. I got beer on the way over here. Didn't bring my laptop. Didn't bring headphones. Hot fucking mess today.
A hot mess. I was expecting to be sitting over there still. And then you text me today, Sean's not coming today. I was like, okay.
Yep. I'm glad I messaged you too, because I almost didn't.
I debated on still sitting over there.
I was wondering what your setup was going to be. I'm glad you're here next to me, because then I would have just been sitting here talking to you all by myself.
I thought it would be really awkward. So I was sitting here. I was like testing everything out. I was like doing like a run through. I was like, hey, good morning, everyone. I'm Brute and this is Ferg. I don't have I have a lot more hair than Brute does.
Yeah, you've been growing your hair out. That's all it is. Tiny Toes said, if I bite a pizza and tastes like cauliflower, I'm throwing hands.
It's not going to taste like cauliflower.
I don't think it tastes like cauliflower.
Like just the crust is cauliflower. And from what I've seen, it looks real good.
I mean, I had a vegan burger many years ago, but it was the patty was a portobello mushroom. And someone, because I had a buddy who was a vegetarian, vegan vegetarian. Sorry if I offended anybody. I don't know what it is. And he did it not for a fad. He just did it because he didn't like the taste of meat. And so he recommended this portobello mushroom burger. And I was hesitant, but he talked so much about this burger. It was so good.
Really? Like,
it was so
I'm always afraid that they overcook the mushroom and it becomes soggy.
No, it wasn't soggy. It still had a little bit of crisp to it.
Because I think that's a lot of people's problems with mushrooms. Like they're like, oh, I don't like mushrooms. They're all slimy and soggy and stuff like that. Well, yeah, if you cook it wrong, it's gonna be like that.
At that point, you're cooking it like a sautéed onion.
Yeah, it you want it still crunchy a little bit. Got that like. It's not crunchy per se, but it's like that weird.
Yeah, it's crisp. It's like, well, not crisp either, but it's still got some firmness to it.
Yeah, firmness. There we go. But I would eat those cauliflower wings again. Like they were good.
That's nuts, man. Next time I'll bring something that's of worth. Plus, that hot sauce wasn't really the one I wanted to bring. I just saw it today, and no one ever buys it. I see now why.
It's not bad. I mean, it says like unleash the sweet heat as a condiment and an ingredient as a marinade or a cooking sauce. I could see it as a marinade.
I could see it as a marinade for sure. On some pork.
Yeah.
But I mean, the more I ate it, the more I will say, like, I got a little burn in my mouth now, and I did enjoy that. Like, I could eat that with chips for sure.
I mean, how's it compared to the wing challenge that you did?
Oh, not even close. Yeah, not even close. I enjoyed almost all those sauces except for, I think, the 7th and 8th one. The 8th one for sure. That one was fucking gross.
So back to the vegan stuff. So I got that Beyond Meat.
Oh, yeah.
The ground beef one. And I made some Crunchwrap Supremes out of it. And I didn't tell the wife that I was using that. I just made it. And I made her a Crunchwrap Supreme and gave it to her. And she took a few bites, and I came back out because I was making mine. And I was like, oh, how's it taste? Anything different? And it's like, she stopped eating immediately. She's like, what'd you do to it?
She's like,
so the only problem I had with it is when you cook it, it smells awful. It does not smell good.
Did you guys go on like vegan kicks from time to time, or you're just giving it a try?
I'm always interested on like what else I can try to cook and stuff like that. So like vegan stuff to me it's a difficult way to go because you got to have the like right nutrition and stuff like that in a meal and stuff like that, or you're not going to get your nutrients and all that. But I've always wanted to have like a vegan day,
I like meat too much.
I do too. That's the problem.
I could, I'm open to trying anything. Obviously, I ate a portobello mushroom burger, but soy rizo tacos are really good.
I could see that. If you season the soy, or I'm guessing it's tofu. If you season the tofu just right, like if it's crumbly like that, it's not like a full cube like it normally is. You can really season it, and it'll taste like anything that you want it to taste like.
That's fair. I think I would do a lot with beans. I think is what I would probably do.
Yeah, I love beans.
I love beans.
Yeah,
Is a vegan? Can you eat cheese?
vegetarians can.
So I'll probably lean vegetarian side. I can't give up cheese. I eat cheese like a.
I think I could always go like the pescatarian, right? That's the eats fish.
Yeah.
And then everything else is vegan or vegetarian. I think I could go that route. I love seafood.
I do love seafood. My wife doesn't, so it'd be difficult.
Yeah, same.
Like I love a good steak. I love wings. I love ribs. I love brisket.
Brisket. Oh my gosh. If it's done right.
Oh, it's easy to fuck up a brisket.
I've been to a few barbecues where like, oh, I've been smoking this for 8 hours, 10 hours. Like sometimes that's overdoing it.
Yeah, it depends on the size, how high you got the heat.
They'll bring it out, they'll cut it, and it's dry.
Oh, that's the
And I'm
worst.
just like, yo, you messed up.
You see them cutting it, and
Messed
it's
up.
not even falling apart. There's no juices, and then
I know for me, like people always ask me, like, what's your number one tool in the kitchen? Thermometer.
yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Thermometer, hands down. If you had to choose one tool in the kitchen, that's what you need to have in your kitchen. It'll save you so much time and effort. I do not go off time when I cook my brisket. I'll throw it on there. Have the Traeger set for 225, 230.
I do 230. Yeah,
And then I put the thermometer in there, and at 165, I'm taking that thing off, wrapping it, and throwing it back on there.
Yep.
204, coming right back off.
165. I'll take it off. I baste mine every hour though. Or I go mop wash it every hour.
Yep.
But it's only because I have the Traeger. Mop washing is when I used to wood chunk smoke. Mop washing I would only be able to do every 2 hours because I would deregulate the heat and it would be hard to maintain.
Yep.
But with the Traeger, it's too easy. So I'll mop wash it with beer and apple juice.
See, I do apple cider vinegar and apple juice.
Okay.
Sometimes I don't baste it. Almost, I baste it maybe like 1 out of like 5 briskets. I do.
So I'll baste it. I'll rub it in mustard to get it a crust. And then I will mop wash it. I do a beer, apple juice, and Worcestershire sauce mixed.
Yep.
I'll mop wash it. And then I have a cupcake tray that I leave in the smoker. And it's 3 apple juices, 3 beers. But it's always a Mexican beer. So I use the Modelo Negra.
Okay.
And I leave it in the smoker.
See, I'll use mustard, and I'll do the apple cider vinegar and apple juice every time I do pulled pork.
Okay.
Because pork it's a little more difficult. It'll dry out.
Yeah, quick.
And you got to be careful with it. And you definitely need a thermometer for that. I mean, it's the same process. 165, you take it off, you wrap it, put it back on 204, it comes off. I mean, I've made pulled pork 2 or 3 times now. Every time it's so juicy and like.
Last time you made pulled pork when we were here, it was fucking good. Ugh.
It was fantastic. But it's not always like. Because you get those guys that's like, it's all about feel and touch and stuff like that. Yeah, you can feel and touch your brisket all you want. My thermometer is going to tell me when it's done.
It's going to feel and tell me.
and I'm going to have a perfect brisket every time.
Yeah. Okay, and then letting it rest is key.
Yeah. So I take it out, and I'll either if my oven's cold, I'll throw it in the oven for an hour, or I usually throw it in an ice chest for an hour.
Nice.
And I take that out, and it still burns my hands.
Well, yeah, it's fucking
It's
nuts.
so hot.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, the juices in the ice chest are still there. It's all in the tin foil or how you wrap it.
Good.
Then you pull it out and you're cutting it, and juices are just leaking out of it.
There's nothing better than slicing your brisket and shit's pouring
It's
everywhere.
pouring out.
Oh, it's the best.
And then that doesn't happen for a lot of the touch and feel guys. They don't get the juices flowing.
All right, so the reason I was on my phone is because we did have one email, and this shows you how long ago we had our podcast, because this was from July 26th.
Damn.
And it's from a Dutch buddy of mine, Jeroen, or Jaren in English. He said, first of all, love your podcast. Second, I want to make a comment on the mice story Josh told you last episode. He said in the Netherlands, the wet trash can is only picked up once a month. Well, that's not true, you lazy motherfucker. They pick it up every fucking week. He said, but I know you probably always forget to take the trash out, so now you got mouse in your shed. That's your problem. So while I probably have your attention now, I have a fun fact about the Netherlands for you guys. When you think about the Netherlands, you probably think of tulips. But did you know that tulips are not native to the Netherlands? Netherlands is known for its tulips. However, you may be surprised to find that tulips are not native, but instead they are from Turkey. A period known as tulip mania in the 17th century gripped the Netherlands, where the price of bulb roses rose and fell. Tulips only became synonymous with the country after World War II when the Dutch used the bulbs as a food source. Today, the flowers have become a large part of Dutch culture, and tourists travel the country every year to the Keukenhof Tulip Gardens, the largest flower garden in the world.
Which, I mean, if you just look up Netherlands tulips, you'll see a picture of that field. Like, it's one of the most popular fields ever in the Netherlands.
Jeroen, thanks for the email. Give me a second because I'm going to give him a shout out real quick. Let me find his message.
So from what I heard is you're lazy and you don't take out the trash.
Look, he might have been drunk when he typed that. Okay. I'm going to find him on Spotify. So Jeroen is in a band and they just put out an album. It has a big Rage Against feel. So I'm seeing if it'll load. They're called the Muddy Goggles. And their album that they put out is Domestic Violence. Violins, not violence, but I see the play on words. And I actually have listened to it. I listened to it in the truck on the way to work. He sent me the link, and it was good. I enjoyed it. If you like, Rage Against the Machine or that genre of music, it was very similar. So shout out Jeroen. Y'all go check it out. Muddy Goggles on Spotify. However,
Muddy Goggles.
Fuck you, Jeroen. Okay, I wasn't too lazy to take my trash out. Shit got out of control fast. All right. That is a fun fact though, because you're 100% right. Like I bet if you just Googled Netherlands right now, you're going to see windmills and tulips.
Yeah. I mean, let's do it. If I can type.
Nether cabs.
All right, let's type it.
Let's see.
There we go, right there. That's
there you
the
go.
field.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah.
What is that? Windmill and tulips. Nailed it.
Yep. Easy. But I got 2 fun facts here for you.
Okay, bro.
All
Let's
right,
hear it.
First one. So that one right there reminded me of we took a trip to the Azores, which is Portuguese islands, middle Atlantic, and Ferg had his own tulip mania back in the day.
I'm not even sure what that means.
I don't know either. But Azores, Portuguese islands in the middle Atlantic. They were known for their oranges back in like the 18th, early 19th century.
Really?
Yeah, oranges. Well, there's a big old disease that wiped out all the oranges on the island.
Really?
Yeah. Now they're known for their pineapple. Not native to the Azores.
No shit.
But they brought it in, imported it in, started growing there because of the climate. Works perfect for pineapple. Some of the best pineapple I've ever had in my life. It was so good.
How does a disease knock out oranges?
That's the trees are susceptible to disease just like humans are.
Yeah, I guess that's true biology.
Bananas are very susceptible.
That is true. Yep.
We potentially could have bananas go extinct within next 100 years if
banana trees keep away fleas.
Yeah, crazy.
That's cool.
My other fun fact: apparently lobsters are immortal; they cannot die.
So we're the only ones that kill them?
Yeah.
Or other?
Yeah. So they don't have like a gene that says, "Oh, you're old, you're gonna die," kind of thing.
So they probably only die from like sickness and disease
or getting eaten.
Because my brother had a lobster one time. I had a fish tank. He had a lobster when we were growing up. It was like a lobster you could put in a freshwater tank.
Yeah.
And one day we walked in and he just had a gelatin covering his body and he was dead.
Yeah, they're. I'm guessing he got diseased,
dude. So imagine like you pull out just a fucking monstrosity of a lobster. Imagine how old that dude probably is.
I mean, they just grow and grow.
Google what the oldest lobster is.
I mean that's gonna be a tough one.
Because they're like turtles, right? Turtles live for a really long time.
Yeah, something like hundreds of years, 200 years. I mean, look at that bad boy.
George, the oldest lobster in the world, and is estimated to be 140 years old.
Yeah.
Older than any human. Yeah, look how fucking big he is.
Can lobsters live to 1,000 years? Extraordinary long life spans. The American lobster can live to at least 100 years, which is more than 5 times the lifespan of a Caribbean spiny lobster.
Huh. Question: do lobsters live forever? 140 years old, dude. That's nuts. Do you see that question? You put can lobsters, that shit said breathe air.
Biologically immortal.
Yeah.
It's a gray area, is what they're
They
saying.
do not die of aging.
Which,
Telomerase, it's an enzyme that replaces their cells. Well, that's fuck. So yeah, if they don't have that enzyme, or
I'm curious now, immortal animals here.
oh, gross.
Rough eye rockfish, really?
No way. That's just like that's a big-eyed redfish. Bro, imagine if you saw that guy. You guys need to look up the Turritopsis
I mean, look,
nutricula.
I think we can, I can pull it up here.
Oh, nice. Probably should have done that for the trailer.
I did. Do
Oh,
it for
did
the
you?
trailer,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. That guy.
This one right here.
The dude to his left looks like a Pokemon.
This one apparently can live in the vacuum of space.
No shit.
Yeah. Like, these are the most indestructible animals in the world. Microscopic, though.
That's nuts.
That is.
I didn't realize jellyfish could just literally live that long. But I guess jellyfish don't have a heart, right?
I have no idea.
I know they have no skeletal system.
And jellyfish are supposedly some of the oldest animals that are on planet Earth right now.
Yeah. Damn.
Crazy.
I'm just looking at how so gross some of these things are. It's fucking nuts. Oh, here you go. Let's click that. Let's see. 7 immortal animals that can basically live forever. Polar bear pops up. What the fuck? Oh, I don't care about him.
Backwards aging jellyfish.
Oh, Benjamin Button.
I think when they get to a certain age,
Oh, yeah. As soon as it's close to death, it reverses its aging process.
yeah.
Yo, wouldn't that be dope?
Can you imagine?
The ever-growing lobster? Yep.
Like, oh, I'm feeling old. I'm going to revert back to my 20s.
I would have done that last weekend. I'm like, oh, shit, I can't do this. Okay, got the lobster. The sturdy turtles.
I mean, I don't think they live forever, but they live for a long ass time.
Turtles have been known to live for centuries. Researchers have found that organs don't seem to break down over time. If they're able to avoid predators and disease, they can live indefinitely.
That's crazy. A turtle.
That just makes me feel bad because we kill them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Regenerating flatworm. Ugh. No.
Tough whales. I don't know about this one. Oldest bowhead lived to 211 years old.
It says it's the oldest living mammal.
That's crazy.
They had scars on the animals from weapons made from the 1800s, dude.
Yeah. When the whale hunting was huge.
Yo, that's a dude that's seen some shit.
Radiation resistant bacterium.
That's kind of scary.
That
actually.
sounds really scary.
That's kind of gross. Oh, here's your boy.
Yeah. The most indestructible species on the planet. A tardigrade. Can you imagine? Look at that thing. What if it was like...
Dude, what if he was like the size of your cat?
No, what if he was the size of a bear?
Except for his face looks like a butthole.
Just suck you up?
Ugh.
Did you see that video of that lady that got swallowed by a whale recently? Or almost swallowed?
No. Let's see that. Did you see the dude that got his hand bit by the lion because he was fucking with him? And he bites him. He's like trying to show off in front of these people. He's like taunting the lion, and then his finger went in there, and he was like, "Oh fuck, fuck, fuck!" And then he pulls his hand back. It's nothing super graphic, but you can definitely see his finger's gone.
I might have seen that one. I don't know. Kayaker nearly swallowed by a whale. I think it's this. No.
We're about to find out.
This one right here, maybe? No, I think it's off in the corner. But they show a good... Right there.
Oh my God. One of the chicks was in his mouth.
Oh, hold on. Let me pull this back up so I can put it on the... Okay, there we go.
All right, you guys got to see this. Don't look at the red kayak. Look to that little yellow one on the left.
Yeah, this one over here. Nearly swallowed by a humpback whale.
Like, she's in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love the casual response. Oh, shit.
Like, can you imagine being swallowed by a...
Real life Pinocchio.
Seriously?
No, do a man's hand bit by a lion. It's nothing graphic. It's going to pull up Tiger King.
This one, right? Yeah, I've seen this one. Okay, all right.
Only reason it's funny is because of how he reacts immediately.
Whoa.
Whoa. Chill.
Jeez. Take that off the screen. We're waiting.
Yeah, we're just waiting.
Add.
If you guys care, go to stepstone.de.
Okay. There we go.
Okay.
He's messing with this line here.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm going to say turn the volume up because he gets fucking...
And bit off a zoo worker's finger after he disturbed the beast through the fence. The incident took place at the Jamaica Zoo in
Like,
St.
why would you be
Elizabeth on
that close to
Friday
a lion?
After
And he's
the man
fucking
put
with
his
him, man.
hand
He's
in the
Yeah.
cage of
and
the
then-
lion. Not happy with the man's constant teasing, the lion tried to warn the man by growling
Got
and
him.
showing its
Got him.
teeth.
And then he's like,
However,
fuck.
the
And
man
everyone
didn't
just
pay
stays
any
there.
heed and didn't stop. The angry lion then bit
Like,
the
how
man's
stupid
finger
do you
and
gotta
tried
be?
to
Deserved
break
it.
free from its
Deserved
jaws.
it. And you think you're going to beat a lion,
The
bro?
man's finger got
No.
stuck in the lion's mouth.
So we don't have to show the rest. Eventually is the lion's teeth break free and you see his finger like separate from the cage. It goes pretty fast, but you see he lost a digit.
My thing is, like, so some zoos have it set up where you can pull a rope and it demonstrates the strength of a lion. You ain't pulling that damn rope.
No, I think they did it with like 3 of the...
Strongest men.
Yeah. You saw that?
Yep.
Dudes didn't stand a chance.
No, the lion still whooped their ass.
They showed another video about a lion. It was a female lion. This chick was trying to feed her through the fence with tongs. And the lioness got pissed. And she thought she was trying to touch her food, so she hit the tongs. And the tongs were just sitting on the front of the fence. And she's like, luckily, because my immediate reaction would have been to like try to grab the tongs, and I would have been fucked. But the growl of this lioness as she's just protecting her food and the face she made, like, no fucking way I'm doing what that dude's doing.
No. But then you see videos like there's a lady, she had like her dogs out in her yard and a bear head was up on the fence, like about to jump down. And she runs out of her house and pushes that bear off the fence.
So I have seen that. Yeah.
And I'm like,
It was a black bear. Yeah.
that's a black bear. That's one of the deadliest animals in America, you know?
Yo, she had some fucking balls. I do.
Yeah.
That went viral for a while.
That I don't know if I could have done it.
He said, bro, you can't even say it. How am I supposed to spell it? All right, we pulled it up for you. But he mentioned the orangutan one that grabbed the guy. Did you see that?
I think so.
Where he has like both his legs
Yep.
and the orangutan's
Yep.
Yeah, it's not graphic at all, but I mean, that's pretty scary for that dude. Because if that was a chimp, the chimp would have just started ripping his dick off.
Yeah. People don't realize how strong animals are.
Yeah, and chimps go for the face and the extremities.
Yep.
There's a reason. I forgot what it is, but there's a reason they rip off your face and your dick.
Well, you can't see and you're incapacitated.
Oh, dude, imagine getting your dick ripped off by a chimpanzee, dude. Just kill me.
There's no way to recover from that.
How are they so strong?
They spend their days climbing.
Like
They walk on all fours.
They're deceivingly strong because the chimps are fairly large, but they're not something where you think you just rip my dick
they're the
off.
size of like a child.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying like maybe an 8-year-old or something like that.
Yeah.
But that's still,
It's a strong ass child.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking nuts. Do we have any Ask Reddit or should I pull one up real quick?
I bring one up. Let's see what you got.
Let's see.
Bear versus gorilla. Who's winning?
Gorilla. That's easy.
The gorilla, 100%. Like,
I hate this discussion because people try, like, dude, don't even.
the bear's not even as strong as a gorilla. But all right, so we're bringing up these. Who would win in a fight? Predator or Kevin McAllister?
Who the fuck's Kevin McAllister?
Home Alone.
I knew it. That's exactly what I was thinking about. I was like,
Let's give Kevin McAllister 24 hours to prepare.
Home Alone's so good. I was just thinking when the dude gets his head burnt on the fucking door, he falls down the stairs.
It's a classic. We watch it every year.
Okay, aside from the fact that Predator can see thermally, and he's got the little shoulder thing that would blow up Kevin McAllister's room, I don't think Kevin McAllister is going to be as big of an underdog as some people might think. I think he's got a chance.
I think he wins it.
I think he's got a chance.
I mean, I just watched a little Native American girl stand up to a 6'9" tall ass predator. She's probably like a buck 10, buck 10, probably like 5 foot tall, and she took down this predator
With no guns, nothing.
Yeah, she used bow and arrow. Her
I think
axe.
Kevin McAllister could do it. I think he'd come in as an underdog, but I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go. What would your 15-year-old self think about your life you're living now?
Honestly, 15 years, yeah, you're in high school. You think you're on top of the world.
Oh, those days were so good.
Nothing hurt you. I was back. I ran cross country in high school. I'd run like 10 miles a day.
What about now?
I haven't ran in like 5 years.
Okay.
I could not run. I couldn't even run down my driveway. I'd be out of breath so fast.
Oh, man. I think
So-
if you told my 15-year-old self, he wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, same. He wouldn't believe it. Like, I mean, obviously I got a beautiful wife and everything like that. That part would be great. But like with my anxiety and like not being able to exercise and stuff like that, like they'd be like, "Are you serious right now? What are you, a pussy?"
Oh, man. Myself would probably be like, I thought you'd be buffer. I thought you'd be cooler. And what the fuck happened that you ended up with 3 kids? Yeah, for sure. The money and the wife would all be probably pretty good. And then,
Yeah.
he would probably question me a lot.
Yeah, same.
Like, what happened to you, dude? Who hurt you?
Yeah. Are we really that fat?
Yeah. Who touched you down the line, dude? So I know to stay away from them. Nobody, motherfucker. It's called life.
All right. So reverse question to that. If you could go back for one day as a 15-year-old, what would you do?
Oh, man. Just enjoy the day.
Yeah. Not
back-
be in pain.
Go back to fucking playing sports all day.
Oh, man. Every day.
Hitting up the local convenience store for some fucking bullshit.
We'd go to Sonic.
Play GameCube.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Sonic.
I think I had a
Sludge.
PlayStation 2 at that time.
I might have too, but we fucking rocked it on Super Smash Bros, Mario Soccer, like just fucking classics on the cube, man. Oh, dude, I played the fuck out of a GameCube. That's probably it, to be honest.
It's same. I mean, it was a good time.
I would just enjoy not having shit to worry about, not having to worry
No
about
bills.
Yeah, not having to worry about my body hurting the next
Yeah.
day. Like, oh yeah, man, 100%.
Man. I remember like, I think 25, 26, I was still doing pretty good. Like I didn't get hangovers or anything like that. I think after 26, I was just like downhill.
So I stayed strong in my 20s, but the minute I hit 30, and that's no joke, dude, fucking, we lost all power, dude. Planes crashing fast.
Like you do any type of exercise, the next day you're sore.
Yeah, we just did sports for 2 days straight for Men's Olympics, and on Sunday I was like damn near bedridden. I had to lift my leg up out of bed because my hamstrings hurt so bad. Oh, dude, I was walking like this, like could barely walk, dude. It was so bad.
All right, so what's your worst injury you've ever had?
So I've never actually broken anything. My pinky's fucked up because it was dislocated and not reset the right way. My worst injury. So my worst injury was probably me pulling my sacrum a couple years ago. But my worst sports injury is I fractured my ankle playing and coaching tackle football in the Netherlands.
Oh.
And I have terrible ankles. Like my ankles are ruined from sports. And so like just walking through the living room, I could roll my ankle and the shit hurts for 3 days, right? My fingers are the same way. They're all wrecked. But we had this guy come out and he wanted to play receiver, but we had no DBs that day. So I lined up against him and the quarterback overthrew the ball and I went to one hand catch behind him and catch his ball.
Oh no, I see where this is going.
And I caught the ball, but when I came down on my left foot, I came down on the inside of my foot, all my body pressure, and I heard a pop. And then immediately it hurt, right? So I started to walk on it, and I was like, damn it, rolled my ankle, like sprained my ankle is probably a high sprain. So I lined back up to go against him again, and he took off, and I stepped back, and the minute I hit my left foot, I was done, dude. So I told the head coach that was there, I said, hey, I'm not going to be able to coach. I'm not going to be able to play. I got to go to my house. So I drove all the way home, elevated it, iced it, treated it like a regular sprained ankle. I told my wife, hey, tomorrow's going to be rough. Told my boss I was going to be late. And the next day, dude, I shit you not. I got out of bed. And the next day, sprained ankle is always the worst because it's been stiff all night. So I knew it would hurt. So I got off, put my right foot off the bed, and I stood up and I went to nurse my left foot and dropped to my knees. Right? Couldn't put any pressure on it. And so the ball of your ankle on the inside had a fracture from the bottom. It was only about yay big. It was super tiny. But I had to hobble. I brushed my teeth, and then I drove a fucking clutch into work.
Oh, no.
And I was good until I got to the office, and I parked my car, and I went to get out, and I had to call my buddy, and I said, hey, dude, come to the parking lot, grab me some crutches, and take me to the medic, because I think I'm fucked. Went in, and they were like, oh, yeah, dude, you probably fractured, you probably did this, let's put you in a boot. I couldn't even stand in a boot. That's how much it hurt to put any pressure. So they took me to the ER, and I don't know if you've ever gotten x-rays done.
Yep.
So I put my foot down like this, and this chick is like, flatten your foot.
Oh.
Oh. And she's like, I need your foot flat. I need your foot flat. And I'm like, dude, in just insurmountable pain.
Oh, no.
And then I brought the x-rays back, and the dude's like, yeah, bro, your foot's fractured. Walk around in crutches, and like you have to take 6 weeks off. But I had a PT test due in a month. So I felt good in a month, did my PT test. I was in so much pain, I threw up at the end of the PT test. Still got a 90. But I went back to the medic and was like, hey, I need some more meds, dude. And he ripped me a fucking new one. He's like, I told you 6 weeks. You're a fucking idiot trying to be a tough guy, this, that, the other. And I was like, well, it wasn't hurting. He's like, how's it fucking feel now? And I was like, it's throbbing. It was so fucking bad. But yeah, that was probably my worst injury for sure. And I learned what it was like to be on crutches. And those are the fucking worst.
Awful.
It was terrible.
So this isn't my worst injury, but you remind me of it. I was stationed in Nebraska, and I was playing indoor soccer because we have an indoor soccer field in there.
Oh, yeah.
And I twisted my ankle there, sprained it. I don't know. It was deeply bruised the next day. I had a PT test the next day.
Oh, no.
And I show up, and it was hurting when I left my apartment. I showed up to the field house to do my PT test, and I get out of my car, and it is in so much pain. I'm like, I don't think I could do this. And I was like, I don't know. But stubborn ass self me.
Of course, yeah.
I went through, I did my push-ups, I did my setups, and it was still a little hurting. I was like, I need to get to the track and do like a little warm-up.
Yep.
So I do the warm-up, and it's not hurting.
Of course, it's nice and warm, yeah.
Like, let's do this. Did my PT test. Back in the day, I was getting like 98, 99. So like I was flying around that track. Had no problems, but it was so bruised and bad. Like I should have went to the hospital.
It was like purple and green
yeah,
and shit? Yeah.
I should definitely. But my worst injury of my life. Oh man, it was awful. When I lived in England, I was playing American football, tackle, like semi-pro, and then I was also playing soccer for the local team. And it was a weekend where we didn't have football, but I was playing soccer, and I was playing a position that I don't normally play. I play forward or striker, and then but they had me playing midfield. This is my first time playing with the team.
Okay.
And they just brought me out. They needed an extra player. I was like, I knew the guys from, it was a local pub team, and I knew the guys from the pub. They're like, yeah, if you play, you know, come join us. I was like, bet. All right, I'll go out there. So I get the ball, and I'm trying to do a move to pass this dude, and I'm sprinting top speed, and I hear a pop.
Was it your Achilles?
No, my hamstring.
Oh, you actually. Oh,
And the funny thing, I've never torn a hamstring or anything like that until that point. But like, I didn't realize you can't do anything.
no.
Like, they're like, you okay? You okay? Because I kind of was like limping around. I was like, oh, I'll be okay.
You tried to pivot.
They tried to pass me the ball, and I couldn't even stand.
I've had strained hamstrings, and those will put you out of commission.
Yeah, no, this was full like.
Oh, did your fucking leg get all bruised? And
Oh,
shit?
it was so bruised. And so literally like this is like 10, 15 minutes into the game. Like we haven't even been playing that much. So I'm already off the field. First day on the job. And I'm like, I can't. They're like, yeah, you're okay. I was like, I just need to ride home. And they take me home, and like I call the hospital and make an appointment the next day. Cause I was like, it's just I pulled a muscle or something like that. They're like, no, you should have went to the ER for this.
For real?
Yeah.
No
And I was
shit.
like, okay, should I go now? And they're like, yes.
No shit.
Yeah. So I went to the ER, like, and I could, like, people had to help me get to the hospital. Like, I couldn't walk on my own.
Oh, dude.
And so they lay me on the table, and then like feeling around. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
oh God. And they're like, yeah, you tore it. And I was like, oh, great. And they gave me crutches. I had to be on crutches for like 2 weeks until like I was able to walk again. And like, that was it. And then I didn't fully recover for almost like 2 years.
I was about to say, because like strained hamstring, like my right one, I can feel when it's going to start acting up.
Yeah.
And I've only strained it. I never pulled it. I was going out for a pass, full sprint, and I felt it go.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, and I was done the rest of the day. So I can imagine like a torn one or one that you pulled, like, because they linger.
Yeah. My thing is, we watch football and stuff like that. And I see these hamstring injuries. I like that. It can't be that bad. And 2 weeks, these guys are back on the field. No, it was bad. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I could not walk properly for like months. And then I couldn't run after that for months.
Yeah.
Like anytime I would start the process of starting to run again, it would tweak. And I'd be like, no, I'm done for the day.
Dude, I've just strained them so many times. I can't imagine pulling it.
It was
hurts so bad, dude.
Like, people don't understand. Like, that's your big ass muscle that helps you walk, and you ain't walking.
Yeah.
It absolutely insane.
My shit was just tired on Sunday, and I couldn't walk. I had to carry my leg out of bed. Imagine just not having one.
Dude, and that's what reminded me of it. But have you seen the video of Vince McMahon where he comes running into the field or into the ring, and he bumps both his legs on the entrance?
No.
He tore both his quads
No shit.
on that. Yeah. And he literally, in pain, was still like making everything happen in the ring and stuff like that. Like because he ran down there, was part of the skit. Like he was pissed off and he was gonna cause some mayhem. Runs in, hits the edge of the ring, falls, and can't get. Like he stands up and falls immediately. Can't get back up. So he's sitting there, double quads torn, and he cannot do anything.
That's why he's the goat. Yeah, let's see it. We'll wrap it up with this.
Yeah.
Let's see it. We'll wrap it up with this.
I can't I tore my one, and I can't imagine him.
But yeah, even straining him, there he is. Oh, it's probably gonna be a
All right, hold on.
ad,
Let me pause this. Let me bring it up over here. All right, there we go.
The infamous Royal Rumble. Now everyone remembers that John Cena and Batista were in there last, right? And everyone remembers that they went out at the same time, and it's like, uh-oh. What you might not remember is I was the third last competitor in there. So,
all right, Edge, let's. Here we go. Royal Rumble.
It'll be interesting.
This is what he's talking about. They both go out. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Not map that out any better.
Batista, great actor, by the way.
Yeah, I forgot how big Batista was. I mean, he's still big, but
Yeah.
To the back, and I just see that pompadour come
That was not supposed to happen.
power walking out. Like Vince has a power walk anyway, but this thing was like next level power walk.
Right here. He comes
This was
running
like
in.
a Thanos power
Dude,
walk.
he's the GOAT, man.
Like eating worlds, and I just went, oh no. Oh, good Lord. Let's go to, oh, this is odd.
Both of them.
Like,
It's crazy too because it didn't look like he hit it that hard.
No.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah.
Like he's coming down and doing his.
Crawling back. That's nuts, man. All right, dude. You got anything to add?
No, that's it for me.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming back to Brute Ferg and Friends. The goal is to be back next Thursday or Friday. I will get with Soren. I'm going to be TDY again. Go figure. So, but I think I'm back Thursday, so we can knock it out. Worst case, I'll talk to you. We can make another day. I don't know if Brute's going to be back, but we'll make sure we get something for you guys. Like and share. I know I said I wouldn't say that, but it seems like I need to. Submit your questions. BruteandFerg@gmail and Brute and Ferg on Twitter. Questions, ideas, comments, concerns. Feel free to flood it with roasts on Brute. Soren, as always, thanks for hosting. Thanks for the great job.
Glad to be here.
I think that's it, huh? We don't got anything fancy.
No, I'll play the outro and let's get
man.
out of here.
See you guys next time.
Yeah,
Later.
have a good one, guys.
Thank you.